the worst person you Snapchatted with? My friend Ava looked so happy the first time she downloaded Snapchat to her phone. Just days before, she had been looking so down and out of place whenever we talk about Snapchat. She'd never been allowed to have social media and felt like she was living outside our world. I winked at her. Well, send me a snap back and we can start a streak. She lifted the phone and made a silly face, sending it to me with the caption, "Day 1, thanks for including me." Ava really had a knack for creating the perfect snaps. Every morning she'd send artistic sunrise photos, and every night she'd document her skincare routine with funny filters. Soon she had over 100 streaks and would post celebration stories for each milestone. But by the second semester, Ava became glued to her phone 24/7. She maintained over 200 streaks, some of them with strangers outside of the country, and it started to get concerning. Her creative snaps felt so out of touch. She sent us snaps during SAT exams and in the shower. She sent snaps of her grandmother's funeral, even took a doggy-filtered selfie with the body in the open casket. But it didn't stop there. She started taking snaps of people on the street, sending us captions just to make fun of them. When she sent a snap making fun of a homeless man begging for food, I finally warned her. Dude, we get that you're having fun, but seriously, if you're not sending normal snaps, just don't send me snaps anymore. She sent me a snap with a crying filter and apologized, promising to do better. But it didn't feel sincere at all. Still, I let it slide and gave her one last chance. But around April, my dad suddenly got injured and needed an emergency surgery. While I was in the waiting room with my family, Ava kept snapping me, reminding me that our streak was almost up. I couldn't believe how insensitive she was acting, so I snapped. "Can you just chill out for 1 second? My dad might literally die and you're worried about some stupid streak?" She sent me a snap of her hand balled up in a fist, captioning, "Our 289 days together is stupid to you?" I sent her back a snap, flipping the bird and said, "Okay, I'm just gonna end it if you can't respect basic boundaries." She immediately spammed my phone with calls on the app, but when I picked it up, all I could hear at first was heavy breathing, then aloud, "Don't you dare. This streak is everything. You introduced me to this and now you just abandon our entire relationship?" I immediately hung up and messaged, "It's just an app, Ava." After an hour, she responded, "No, it's not. For me, it's proof that someone cares enough to remember me every single day. You wouldn't understand. Your friends actually like you. Mine only talk to me here." I felt really guilty. Like I may have gone too far, but I couldn't apologize. I just left her hanging and focused on my family. Once Dad was stabilized, the doctor sent us home, asking us to visit at another time. I got home around 9 and passed out from exhaustion over Dad's surgery. It was around 11 p.m. when something woke me. The window to my room suddenly started sliding open slowly. I heard the rustling sound change into small footsteps and realized that someone had entered the room. My heart pounded while I stole a glance at the person in my room. In the dark, I saw a face light up from my phone screen. I closed my eyes again, praying that they wouldn't hurt me. But after a few minutes, they left my room. I still couldn't move from the bed, worried that they were somehow still here. I stayed awake until the sun came up the next morning, and I saw clearly that no one was there. When I walked over to see what they had done to my phone, I found nothing suspicious. Until I opened up my Snapchat and saw a photo sent to Ava at 11:16 p.m. and one sent back to me at 11:17 p.m. The image knocked the air out my chest. It was a selfie of Ava grinning with me in the background, unconscious in my own bed with the caption, "Try not to forget our streak next time, you silly goose." I spammed her chat, calling her insane, warning her that I'd call the police. With what proof? A Snapchat streak isn't even an emergency. They won't do a thing. I felt so helpless and turned my phone off. She was right. No one would ever believe it. Later that morning, I begged my mom to move, but she refused, reminding me that they had bigger things to worry about like my dad's surgery than a silly app incident. Now, I'm stuck sending snaps to the person who scares me the most, and at 892 streak days, I'm only halfway there before graduation.